Hello, extraordinary ministers of Holy Communion. Thank you so much for your service. And at this time, we wanted to address with you some key changes to your role amidst the time of COVID-19 and increased precautions. So the two key changes that we'll need to inform you of is where you receive and return your ciborium, as well as going to the assembly rather than the assembly coming to you. Please note that any hosts you see in this video are not consecrated. Now here's William to help you with some more procedure information.
All right, so let's start into some of those procedures. So as Eucharistic ministers, you will be seated on the even rows on the inside of this center aisle. After Father Cliff receives the body of the Lord himself, you will be invited, you will stand up from your pews and line up in the center aisle. Please maintain 6 feet of distance while you are doing this. Note that we have placed markers down the center aisle to denote 6 feet of distance. You will come forward to receive. As you do, please use those markers to maintain 6 feet of distancing from your fellow ministers. Once you arrive up front, you'll be invited to receive the Lord. Father Cliff or the presiding priest will present you with the body of the Lord. You can receive again in the hand. Once you have received our Lord, you step aside, and then you're free to open or remove your mask, receive the Lord, and then return your mask to its proper position. So after you've received communion, then please make use of the wash station to your right to sanitize your hands before you receive a ciborium. After you have sanitized your hands at the wash station, please then head to your assigned spot so that you can receive a ciborium for ministry. All right, and just so you know, this next section of procedures will be demonstrated in just a moment. So if it gets confusing, hold tight, we'll show you in a second. After you have received, or after you have sanitized your hands and received the Eucharist yourself and made it to your mark, please wait at your spot for the priest or the deacon to bring you a ciborium with the body of the Lord. Do not enter the sanctuary at this time. Just remain standing at your spot. Once the priest has brought and handed you a ciborium, then again, wait until after the priest himself has come down to do ministry. Once the priest is walking out into the assembly, then you may turn around, bring the ciborium out, and begin weaving your way through the rows, heading towards the back of the church. Once you reach the back of your section, we invite you to consume any remaining hosts. There shouldn't be any remaining hosts in your ciborium because we know the numbers, but if there are, please consume those at that time, and then bring your empty ciborium back to the front altar and place your ciborium on the altar and return to your seat. Please do not linger up at the front of in the sanctuary. Just place your ciborium back on the altar and return to your seat. You will not be dismissed. Just come back to your seat. Body of Christ. Body of Christ, amen.
Once you've completed serving your section, if you have any hosts left in your ciborium, please consume at the back of your section. Then you will return your empty ciborium to the altar up front. Be sure to watch our assembly video as well to see how to receive communion. Even though you won't be receiving in the pews, it will still show you the proper procedure and demonstration. And also be sure to sign up for the Mass for which you are scheduled. Just because you are scheduled as a minister, we still need those reservations to make sure we know how many are in your party, receiving Eucharist, all that good stuff. So be sure to sign up. Thank you so much for your service.